Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for is imminent. The final round is about to begin. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Please put your hands together all the way from Bulgaria, E-Frag! All right, guys, have a seat. And you guys, give a round of applause all the way from Ukraine, HellRaisers! Okay, everyone, good luck. GG. May the best team win. And without further ado, I'm going to pass the word over to our casters. Thank you.
Copenhagen Games 2016, we're going to have HellRaisers versus E-Frag battling it out for that top prize. And
a cool trophy as well.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely a cool trophy. And, well, first thoughts when you see this matchup, who do you have?
It's a tough one, really. These guys met up at the PGL Minor, right?
Yeah.
A couple of months back at the and in the finals. It was HellRaisers came out on top. Obviously, Kucher was playing for HellRaisers at that time. That was a 2-1 victory for HellRaisers. So I feel like this could be a 3-mapper easily.
I think it's going to go all the way. Well, we can see them, at the bottom of the screen here. There's going to be the maps, Inferno, Dust2, and Cash. Now, I'm going to assume that E-Frag are the ones who picked Inferno, and Dust2 is going to be HellRaisers map choice. It's what we've seen them play quite a bit. And, well, Cash, we've already seen what E-Frag can do there.
Oh, definitely have, yeah. So, it's a tough map pool also to make prediction at. Inferno at the PGL Minor. It was a very one-sided affair with E-Frag taking it like 16-5, 16-6 style. Mm-hmm. So that's maybe an absolute battle for HellRaisers. Obviously, we don't know how much they've been working with this current lineup on the map, though.
Oh, that's very true because the HellRaisers lineup is fairly new. It hasn't really been tested all that much, and they've made it all the way to the finals so far. So at least something is working, that's for sure. And honestly, right off the bat of it, I wouldn't be too surprised if HellRaisers could actually close this out 2-0.
Mm. Well, that is also doable, but I think it's going to be an interesting battle between the two heavy hitters at this tournament. Having Oscar, an integral part of HellRaisers, and then Bubble. I mean, he's done a ton of work for E-Frag to have come this far.
Exactly, and here that's the first player you mentioned there, Oscar. He's probably going to be the biggest factor for HellRaisers in my eyes, even though. You have had several other players on that team playing well this tournament. It's Psycho, Zero, doing very well for themselves. So no lagging behind from them. But Oscar being such a fierce presence with that op versus a team that doesn't really utilize an op all that much. Bubble has been picking it up more and more as of late, but still nowhere near the same kind of ratio as Oscar.
Also, a fun fact to also is that both of these teams are not scared to take the aggression into their CT play when that's needed.
It's very true.
Especially HellRaisers, they really like to put a lot of pressure.
Typical of an Angel team.
Exactly. It's always been like that, and it's definitely been adopted. This iteration of HellRaisers, especially on a map like Dust2, you see a lot of aggressiveness, especially in the first 8 rounds or so, where they try to dictate the pace and try to make you scared of their defense, basically, to slow down your gameplay, make you spend more utility before your actual attack is coming in.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how E-Frag deal with that. They're already pretty slow to start things off with, but I don't know if E-Frag are going to be denied the opportunity to actually have that usual execute and I guess setup time that they oftentimes use over a minute for.
Yeah,
that could spell trouble for them, but. Well, Knife Round has been done and dusted with, and it's going to be, HellRaisers starting, it's going to be E-Frag winning the knife, but they haven't opted or said what side they're gonna stick to at this point.
Yeah, they get to choose the side here. And it seems like they are up to go on that CT side. Start quite common when you're playing Inferno. It is
Absolutely.
a narrow. All the choke points are super narrow. It's hard to attack. It takes a lot of effort and like a lot of coordination, especially. So if you're a new team or a pug, Inferno is not your go-to map.
Definitely not. And well, just remembering back, to me, it's always surprising to see E-Frag pick CT side, but then again, I haven't been able to watch too much of E-Frag as of late.
Yeah.
But when they came out on the scene and started beating pretty good teams, it was kind of their thing, especially on Inferno as well, that they would just hang out on the T side, and they could get 10, 11 rounds there, but they pretty much wouldn't get a single thing done on their CT side. So hopefully that has been fixed.
But now we are going live. We've had the live on threes. The good old live on threes back in the
Hello,
days.
3.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's live. The grand finals here at the Copenhagen Games 2016. E-Frag versus HellRaisers. And it seems like there's a raid boss on HellRaisers team. That's going to be Oscar with a taking on an armor. And one of the CT's already going down in HP very, very badly. It's just going to be a full-on rush here from the terrorist.
Yeah, tempo is super high, and Angel very much in the nick of things, picking up 2 frags, and well, one more is going to fall for E-Frag here as Zero picks up his first of the game. Now it's all down to Spy Leader and Bubble to see what they can do. It's going to be a really tough retake here. Well, Bubble's doing what he can. Picks up 1 frag, and Spy Leader all alone against the army of HellRaisers. It's going to be really tough.
Yeah, speaking of applying pressure, that is one way of doing it. Just playing a really, really fast pistol round and utilize the raid boss, and it worked beautifully. It didn't seem like E-Frag had anything going on, but as you'd expect, it will be a force buy. 5 smokes on the E-Frag side. I like that. That really, it enables you to be able to waste time from the tees.
And I think that's going to be the name of the game. They're pretty much just going to use all of these smokes towards that B bomb site to kind of funnel HellRaisers in a different direction. So
Exactly, yeah. The approach from the tees and HellRaisers is quite slow. They're taking over the banana, so they have that for themselves right now. Other than that, it's quite passive, just holding different angles, waiting for any potential aggressiveness from E-Frag, but they're not really getting any.
And there's not really a lot of needs on HellRaiser side. They do have a smoke and a couple of AGs, but not really a lot to carve the way in towards the site with.
So what that says is it's actually very hard to attack that B bomb site if you don't have any Molotovs.
Yeah.
So well, it could as well turn out to be a push eventually.
And actually, it's somewhat disappointed about how E-Frag decided to use their nades in this round. They bought it with 5 smokes. I felt like they had a very precise idea of wanting to lock down that B bomb site. Instead, well, it's 50 seconds left, and they only have 1 smoke left.
And Angel is trying to see over the smoke what's going on. Not going to be seeing much, though. It's only going to be Victor on that B bomb site.
Yeah. And this is the problem, though, for E-Frag. If they had saved their smokes,
but now they're going to hear him rotating to B. They should anyway. Here comes the push from the HellRaisers. Push one is going to be the leading member here. That's the first guy in. He's going to get taken out by Spy Leader. Frags are being exchanged, and it's favoring E-Frag so far. Oh, it's going to be interesting. Angel, he gets that kill eventually. And now there we go. It's going to be a 3-on-2 afterrun situation, favoring the T's.
Yeah, and you can tell, like, with how much time is left when that bomb goes down, if E-Frag only had, well, utilized their smokes a tiny bit better and actually focused more than towards the banana, then this could have been a really hairy situation for HellRaisers to find themselves in. Instead, they're going to be able to close things out, only losing 2 members after a bit of a rocky start to that entry take on B.
Yeah, I think that went quite well, actually, for them only losing 2 members in the process of all of that.
Yeah,
like I said, it can be a bit of a scary prospect going to the B bomb side if you don't have the Molotovs. That's the easy way to flush out your opponents from certain positions like the triple boxes and new oranges.
And speaking of Molotovs, it's going to be 2 picked up on HellRaisers as well, and well, on the Bulgarian side, not really much to speak of. There's going to be P250, and that's about it on Bubble. And obviously, again, it's same story, different map, I guess. With E-Frag making that investment, obviously going to limit their first actual weapon round, and while they stack towards that B bomb set, and in the meantime, HellRaisers have taken their time to just casually walk up Arch, they're going to find an open A site
It's
and
gonna
an
be
easy round.
It's going to be a Sunday walk into this A site. You already realize it's an empty bomb site, and the bomb's going to go down. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, it's just in time for E-Frag. Where are you going to position yourself to try to get some exit kills?
Yeah, they don't really have anything to save, so definitely not needed. Well, they're just going to set up, well, I guess with the most likely, likely exit routes.
Yeah, the thing is, though, I mean, the bomb is planted at the back of the site, so you could, everyone with 100 HP could just be in the pit.
It would only have to be Psycho, really, who, well, now Oscar as well would have to run away.
Well, they don't take that option, but look at this bubble would be a surprise frag, but it's not going to be able to do that. Instead, going down, it seems like most of the frag players go down eventually. Have a bit of a pause here.
Not a single kill for, or not a single death, I guess, on any of the HellRaisers members from that round. So again, cash being stacked up on their side, just probably going to be needed eventually as E-Frag starts getting weapon rounds in there.
And again, this map, you know, you really want to have those smokes and Molotovs to make sure that the attack from your opponent is going to come as late as possible. And considering the investment E-Frag once again had on round number 2, it's going to limit the amount of equipment they're going to be able to buy.
And a big way as well. Bubble so far not buying a flash. Same thing goes for Spy Leader, not buying 2 flashes or
I'm going to assume
smoke. Actually by an HE.
I'm going to expect something aggressive from the CTs on this
Well,
one.
with the current buy they have, you'd hope so, because they're not going to be able to basically play for time, and they will get utterly destroyed if it comes down to an execute.
So maybe 2 pushing in, a third one hiding in the site. Actually going to grenade into Banana.
HellRaisers not really focusing on taking banana control. It's only going to be an Angel there. And, well, as I say that, he is removed. And that gives E-Frag a lot of map control here. They can afford to rotate 2 people off and basically just have Victor standing at the bottom of banana. And that's what they're doing right now.
Oh, and KL with the triple kill. The bomb is down. He gets a 4K as well. Nicely placed. Nice job from him. Doesn't need any help from any teammates. Just going to do all the hard work and heart lifting himself.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of having nades if you can do that every round, right?
Yeah, indeed. But, well, E-Frag did the one play they really needed to. They,
that's just a perfect lineup.
Yeah, it was a perfect lineup for him. He was just having a ball there.
Yeah, well, first on the board for E-Frag, but they're still in a situation where they could get potentially a reset here, as HellRaisers do have the money to buy up, and we're actually going to see that op coming out on Oscar for the first time this game.
And again, it's going to be more of a passive approach to Banana. Meanwhile, 3 of the HellRaisers members are determined to take it over, utilizing some Molotovs into sandbags, and Angel's just going to take a peek here. He's going to see Spy Leader and fall back afterwards. The smoke is planted also in that choke point to delay any potential attacks.
Well, so far, HellRaisers not being really contested for map control. They're allowed to walk freely pretty much anywhere they want. So decided to take up space in Banana here with 3 people. I'm curious to see what they're going to use Oscar here, if he's going to be the entry fragger for them in this type of situation. He's been doing it all tournament long and been doing it well, too.
I'm more than capable of doing it, but I think they've seen more of the smoke there. A lot of spamming going in. Oscar going down to 27 HP. That's going to make things slightly harder. Smoke comes in to take the spawn. And I think that's maybe going to be a bit of a fake, or see if they can create a opening, getting a kill, and then just going for it after Victor. Oh, he just bails in the moment of heat.
Until actually gets tagged there. He's moving into the site, and there's only one. Well, now you have the rotation coming around towards Spools there. I mean, well, Spy Leader's going to get caught out, but Victor's still alive on side. Gets 1, gets 2. And actually does enough damage and buys time for Bubble to come in here. So rotation working out perfectly for E-Frag. Only 1 member surviving on HellRaiser's side, and that's going to be Zero. He does have the bombs, but he also has Dreamer in his back.
Massive, massive work from Victor, staying alive as long as he did. Taking those 2 kills really helped his teammates to come in with the rotation, and Bubble getting on more. There was 0 left in a situation where I was very unlikely to win anymore. So kudos to Victor for some great job here. Bubble coming in. And these 2 kills.
Very well done. Again, HellRaisers kind of suffering from the fact that they used all the Molotovs they had early on to get control over Banana. There's no real way of actually forcing Victor out of that position. And Bubble's going to take a ton of damage after peeking mid.
Yeah, he was just facing middle.
Yeah, and we do have a bit of a force buy from HellRaisers' side. They obviously didn't get the plant in that previous round.
Right.
So they are scraping the bottom of the barrel in order to get this buy going.
Indeed. There's a Galil, 2 Tech 9s and some AKs into play, but very limited utility. No Molotovs, 2 smokes, and a bunch of flashes. They're contemplating with the idea of taking over middle. The only player anywhere nearby really is Bubble, and he's also falling back. And like E-Frag is going for a more passive setup. Zero has also made his way here into the smokes. In the end of the apartment, ready for a push, but Spy Leader gets that headshot onto Oscar. Gonna take a repeat onto Angel, but it's gonna be the retaliation, and that's gonna initiate a push. Angel makes his way into the CT spawn, and it's just gonna wrap around through library, and this attack is making its way towards the A side. There's 3 more CTs over there, though. And Dreamer's gonna open things up. That's gonna be the bomb down. And he really needs to stay alive here on this in this big pit. That would be a wall of hurt for the HellRaisers side if he manages to do that.
Bungle's one of the nades there, but Angel's gotten really far up. He's going to be able to take out MKL. Super sneaky. And that comes off of the back of Bubble having so little HP that it can't actually peek. But, well, they do right the wrongs here. And it's only Stico left, and he's going to get pre-fired by Victor as well, just using that sound to its full potential. And turns out it's going to be a pretty easy hold for E-Frag. Maybe NKL is going to be slightly miffed about Bubble letting Angel slide by there, but
they didn't seem too coordinated from HellRaisers. Just sort of, okay, let's try this. Like, I'll get in here, and if I get an opening, you go. You know, it wasn't exactly an executed strategy. They're almost paying off. Angel got all the way, and if he hadn't been able to get another kill, it could have been a different story. But Dreamer staying alive as long as he did in the pit, making a difference also. Now, it's going to be a save here for the HellRaisers side. Spy Leader going to town with the MP9. Opens up with 2 kills and a ton of money because of that. He's hungry for some more.
He's just looking to build that bank on his end right now.
Screw that.
Exactly. E-Frag though. Not going to hunt anywhere else, but comes the, well, I guess, a mini execution in from HellRaisers. The Seeker is going to find 2 frags, but that Deagle does pick it up an AK, but no armor on him, so aim punch is going to be a factor here. Yep. Does have the bomb as well, and well, little does he know, but the B bomb site, that's completely open.
Yeah, one of the CTCs actually falling back through Banana, because there's a possibility that Stuco could have gone into CT spawn, and he's playing with the idea. Maneuvering around this arch, and Dreamer's going to be in the pit.
Dreamer's
just make the call, yep. Stuco's being spotted now.
That means Spy Leader can move
forward. By Dreamer, but Spy Leader is just going to run in with the MP9. Say thank you. Get a 3K or 4K from him. Also picking up that AK-47 as a parting gift.
Fairly lucrative round. If you're Spy Leader, then it's not like the money is that bad anyway on his side, or well, his team for that matter.
Oh yeah, it's a good start so far. And it's 4 rounds in a row for E-Frag right now on the CT side. So pressure is on for HellRaisers, so racking up some rounds. They have an op on Oscar once again, and they quite a bit of utility to work with.
He didn't really get anything done the last time around. He had an op, got spammed through so heavily towards that B bomb site. So hopefully they're going to get more out of it this time around, because he has been a big part of their success here.
Yeah, he's going to have a different approach this time. He's not going Banana instead. He's keeping mid and probably trying to make an opening over there. Meanwhile, we only have 1 HellRaisers member in Banana right now, trying to work his way up there. Make sure that the presence of the T's is known in that area. Try to make sure there's 2 in B instead of just 1.
You can see, in fact, they are funneling smokes over towards that B bomb site. And well, unluckily for them, HellRaisers, they seem to have set their eyes on that A. And all that means is limited utilities, but they still have Molotovs to work with here.
Indeed. Bubble face the angle. It might be to your death. Never mind, he's going to get a headshot, and that's going to be the bomb down as well. That's going for a bit of a retake. Quest one. A bit of a battle with that pre-fire from Bubble. Being very successful. 2 first kills going the way of E-Frag.
And right now, HellRaisers is being extremely stagnant. It's like if they don't find a pick, they have no idea what they want to do. We haven't really seen a proper execute coming out of them so far.
No,
up to this point.
Yeah.
Oh, spots out Zero as well.
Yeah.
Oh, Stico left alone once again, and 15 seconds left. There's no way he's actually going to get a bomb plant off of this. So he can hope to save, but he's still in a pretty awkward situation. And it's not like E-Frag doesn't have the money to actually go hunting for him. And you can see already pushing down Banana here from E-Frag.
Oh,
does fine
gets
too.
both spotted and Victor. And no one is close enough to go for him, I think. Well, okay, I'm sorry, but it's not going to be close enough. 5th round in a row for E-Frag. A great start into this. They won every single weapon round. Almost half, so that's a good job. And on the other hand, HellRaisers so far looking kind of lost, in my opinion. They don't really seem to have a proper plan, just trying to create openings and play by that, but they're not able to deliver that, so it's basically making their plays void from the get-go.
Pretty much, and well, once again, HellRaisers are going to scrape their bank. And actually going to find an opening frag this time. Oscar with the AK, but he's quickly returned Bubble. Doing work right here, but Oscar's going to find Spy Leader as well, so that's the B bomb site open, but you look at the fast rotation from NKL here.
He is on the monster flank right now, and the timing works in his favor. Give him magic. I don't think Oscar's going to have a clue of this possibility, but Oscar's going to win that duel somehow. But both of the T's are very, very low. 0 at 12, Oscar at 16 HP. And this is very, very doable for Dreamer still. If he manages to create 2 individual one-on-ones.
Does have a Molotov as well here, but
he's gonna face Oscar anytime now. There we go. Oh, but the Molotov's the wrong corner. Now Zero's gonna take the angle to take a duel right away, but Dreamer's gonna come out on top. A massive 1-on-2, and that's gonna continue the streak from E-Frag, winning their 6th round in a row.
And a very awkward decision from Zero. No idea why he opted to actually peek in that situation.
Well, I have a theory.
Do tell.
He was so low on HP, so he figured he'll have to like headshot him right away in that situation after he just killed Oscar. But it so happened that the angle that Dreamer wasn't the way that he thought it would be.
Yeah,
so that's sort of backfired for him.
Well, still, with the time of being taken down, so well for so long on the bomb. I don't know. Just try to make it hard. Make Dreamer's life hard. Make him have to find you before you actually try to take that challenge.
I feel it's a 50-50 between those two choices, really, when you're so low in HP. But there's a battle going on here. Spy Leader against the world. And Angel's going to take that kill. Well, it becomes a train, so a 4-on-4 situation that's always going to favor that T side more.
Yeah.
Means that there's always going to be an extra hole somewhere in the defense.
Well, the problem, though, is that Angel did get tagged up pretty heavily as well, though. So
yep.
It's not exactly going to be that tank that you can send into battle. And HellRaisers just backed completely off of Banana, gone super passively into second mid and mid. Well, they haven't found much luck anywhere so far, and well, they do have a couple of nades this time, so we're going to get to see an actual execute coming out from the HellRaisers side.
This could be a good old 3 out of apps running out, and Dreamer is going to be in a hot seat if that happens. So NKL is in the ultimate position for this. He doesn't get flash. He's going to get that first kill, but not the second one. Angel and Oscar getting the following ones, but Dreamer still alive in pit. Oh, he's going to get another 2 kills. And that's going to create a 1-on-1 now. Victor versus Stico. Won't go down.
That was a
straight up battle, and Stico's going to come out on top. Pick up an op for his troubles as well. And finally, HellRaisers on the board.
Yeah, it was actually something reminiscent of an execution out of HellRaisers, and if you look at that, it actually worked. I guess it does become a pretty close round regardless, though. Stico kind of bugling that smoke, doesn't really cover anything at all. Well, luckily, he finds the headshot in time and does manage to hold on or save that AWP for Oscar, and that's a really big thing in this kind of situation.
Rounds have been so close that money is an issue for both sides. 3 Galils for the T's. An op and Oscar, 2 AKs, and well, it's a full buy for E-Frag. No op though. A bit lacking on the utility side, but
only 3 smokes.
Yeah, that's the problem they have right now. All of the HellRaisers members are in Banana, looking for an opportunity.
Problem is they've already used that one smoke they have in Banana.
Little did they know, there's only a Spy Leader in this B bomb side, so this would be the perfect time right now to just push in there. Curious if HellRaisers are actually going to just go on through, and they will.
getting kind of stuck in themselves. The spy leader picks up 2, so he does a great job. Still going to lose the B bomb site, but can't really ask for more.
Am I the only one that thinks that looked kind of awkward? Now
it's definitely dead.
Becomes a 4-on-2 now for the CTs.
Bubble definitely not looking out for Jared. Ooh, Oscar missing a fairly easy shot there for him. Well, he definitely needs to hit those because, well, they're going to get sandwiched in. A 4-on-2 situation. Oh.
They need to make a play, but they're 19 and 30 HP. Make that only 35 with Stiko. Seen Banana against 4 CTs. Now, he's going to get off one. He gets the first one on the Dreamer. He's going to flash in there. Get Molotov. Flying CTs coming his way, and they get the kill. They get the defuse. There you have it.
Just a very solid retake from E-Frag, but really the MVP of that round has to be Spy Leader. Being able to pick up 2 frags in a situation like that where he's all alone on the bomb site is absolutely massive, and I'm not really sure what to say about HellRaisers' execution of it because they seem to be kind of crashing into each other as they were running in. It was definitely not the most smooth thing we've seen today, and well, they do get a bomb plant, and that means HellRaisers will actually force up. It's not going to be a good one, to put it that way. A lot of pistols, 1 Galil on Stiko. That's all they have to work with, and well, so far they've had issues figuring out of the defenses from E-Frag with weapons. Probably not going to get it easier now, but maybe with the 3 guys set up in apartments here, they're going to do a similar execute as to what we saw a couple of rounds ago.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like right now. I'm just waiting for that smoke to wear out in middle. And here they go. They're coming in with the Tech 9. They get the first kill onto AKL, but Dreamer will retaliate before Zero makes the double. And that's a 4-on-3 situation on that A site. Bomb is going to go down. It becomes a retake situation now. Numbers favor HellRaisers side. Weaponry, obviously, E-Frag side. Now, Bubble manages to equalize the situation.
Oh, nice shot from Oscar. Picks up 2. It's only Victor left. Well, it's like you said, the economy of E-Frag isn't the greatest in the world, so Victor is going to opt to save this. It's probably for the best. Not really that much of a chance of actually retaking the bomb site here. And, well, the force buy actually works out. And again, it's, well, through an execution out of HellRaisers instead of just mindlessly walking in and hoping to get a pick.
So far, it looks like it's the one and only execution they have in the match.
Yeah. I mean, so far, it's has 2 for 2 success rate in terms of HellRaisers actually getting onto a site, so
not bad. Well,
might as well work with it.
Down with that comes down with Zero getting those 2 entries with the Tech 9. Working beautifully on the graveyard and the pit. Now, like we mentioned, it is going to be a tough money situation for E-Frag, but, well, as we know them and love or hate them, they will definitely invest 100% into this.
Yep. This is where they either break the economy of HellRaisers or get broken themselves.
Well, knowing HellRaisers, they'll probably buy into the next one no matter what. Looking at their money right now, but again, it's going to be 4 CTs on that A side and just lone Spy Leader on B.
Again, playing that bomb site all by himself, and well, 2 HellRaisers players early on walking towards Banana, and already smoke goes down from Spy Leader. He's not going to have that much utility to work with. He does have a Molotov, which could potentially buy some time, but the problem is he's only stuck with 1 flash. Now, he's going to have one of his teammates in Arch there throw over another smoke once his is about to evaporate, but, you know, still an opening for HellRaisers to potentially do something, but they seem to be taking their talent towards the bomb site.
And then KL, he's in his favorite spot. He's going to get the first kill. Now, he's going to need some help, maybe a flash or something. Otherwise, he's going to be stuck here with Bubble. Actually, he's going to be the helping hand. Not going to be able to get any kills, though. Angel and Stiko get the kills on Arch side, and they're going to wrap around this side. And they're basically just going to destroy that defense from the A side. Zero with 2 of his own. And again, Spy Leader is going to be alone here. 5-7 and a Molotov. And Armor is going to try and save those for the upcoming round.
But again, though, it's not really an execution coming out of HellRaisers. It's just winning duels as soon as E-Frag peaks. Zero obviously doing a great job finding 2 frags on that A-bomb set from Apps, but you would have liked to see him being one of the guys in middle since he actually has that Molotov to clear out something like that corner that NKL has already been using so far in this game.
Yeah, you would have wanted to see some aggressiveness from E-Frag, considering their equipment was kind of, well, it wasn't the best off. definitely. So he would have maybe wanted them to try and take over banana, throw a deep smoke, and
similar to
hold
what they did
banana,
with
and try to
Victor.
limit options from HellRaisers. Instead, they played very passively. Not really sure if that's the right choice when you don't have a lot to work with.
Definitely didn't work out for them in that round, and you could tell money on their side, not really impressive at all. And HellRaisers, they're slowly starting to build a bank. Look at Zero, already sitting at 8.2. Oscar with 8.4.
I mean, HellRaisers' T side here is not really being impressive, but because of that pistol round win, basically,
Yeah,
they are already sitting at 6 rounds after winning 3 weapon rounds. So it's a respectable T side on Inferno already.
And that's the scary part, because it's like you said, it doesn't feel like HellRaisers have blown anyone away with their strategies on their T side. They've just gotten off to a good start and been able to pick up rounds here and there.
Yeah,
Scraping through. I'm scraping through, and eventually all of it adds up and also puts a lot of pressure on the CTs. We're actually doing a proper eco now. They definitely want to make sure that they actually can get away with a win in the half and secure that 8th round.
Well, 3 of the CTs right now are playing Arch side. A bit of a trap here being built with Bubble being in the corner.
And again,
Victor,
this is where you want to use your Molotovs. NKL has
Yeah.
been using that corner for so many times, so many rounds.
That would be automatic Molotov there.
Yeah, exactly.
If I was HellRaisers.
Well, HellRaisers
there's
just taking their time. They know they're up against an eco, so they're not willing to throw anything away. Going to smoke off Arch here, so probably no Molotov coming in to that noob corner, but instead it's going to be a bit of a pinch from both apps and quad side here. And actually, they're going to run past Dreamer, but Zero actually is like, well, we should probably remove you before we go further. Well, all of E-Frag got pretty much rotated already. They're going to find a frag onto Angel, but, well, they're going to be stopped in their tracks. Actually, Victor kind of sitting in a bunch of flames here, and that's going to hurt quite a bit. Bubble's down to 1 HP. Victor's on 18.
Yep. Trying to save these weapons, or this weapon is going to be key, considering the money situation for the last round of the half is not too pretty either.
Bubble goes down. Only had 1 HP and nothing really worth saving. Victor is the one who's actually gotten something away from this. And NKL just going to make life hard for HellRaisers and try to make them go up with the bomb. But that's definitely going to happen to Zero. Actually, he's just going to get the kill for himself.
He should have tried to get the AK and just fail, because, you know, they don't have too much money. They're not going to have a lot of utility in the upcoming round because of this.
The question is if he actually would have been able to survive, but
at least take the chance, right? Doesn't matter if they get that kill, because it's being the last round of the half, right? So
I guess it's, you know, that solid 300 extra bucks.
Or it's a solid KD ratio.
Well, in any case, E-Frag are going to be able to muster up a buy here with actually quite a few grenades for the last round. So this is where they right the ship. And HellRaisers, you definitely don't want to let them win this T side.
Again, heavy emphasis though is going to be into banana by HellRaisers. No, I mean E-Frag. But Victor is going to get that kill. One though. It's going to be trades happening here, and they are going to make it a 3-on-3 early on in the round.
Well, right now, HellRaisers is moving back towards that A side. This is where they found success, and once again, they're going to find it. NKL goes down. Dreamer takes a nade to the face. Didn't really do that much damage, and it's going to get a flying Zero out from balcony. And he's gotten into a pretty safe situation here behind the pillar, but, well, rotation's being cut off, and now it's all down to Dreamer, and they know it, so they can bail out, go towards that B-bomb side, and do that instantly. Very smart move from HellRaisers. And now it's up to Dreamer to chase down this 1v2.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough one. Only has an HE grenade and 32 HP to work with, so all in all, other than the fact that Stico is down to 12 HP, it should be a tough one. And if he can find, again, if he can find 2 individual one-on-ones, that'd be something to make it possible for him. Oh, he's going to find Stico, actually. And now it's all possible.
Well, Oscar does have an op and a really nice angle. He's going to get smoked out, though. And he actually, actually going to go through the smoke.
YOLO plays are real. That's gonna work out great for Oscar. In the end, didn't look as good.
Yeah, he easily could have played for time in a situation like that, but decides to just take matters into his own hands. Bit of a scary moment, but it works out. And HellRaisers, from what really wasn't looking like a too impressive T side, end up with 8 rounds somehow.
Yeah, definitely didn't.
Very impressive stuff to actually manage to do that with the limited strategies that they seem to have.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's all but over for E-Frag. Their T sides are rather impressive a lot of the time, so we expect big things from them. There is a set of nades for them to be used, but that's only one player with smoke and a flash, so nothing too fancy to be expected. It's a rather unusual approach to this round, though. It's going to be Oscar already taking a ton of damage. Trying to go into Boiler to peek what's going on in the secondary middle. Oh, and the push from Banana's coming in. Angel's going to go down to NKL. And then you have Senpai. Zero Senpai in Banana getting those kills to give the advantage to HellRaisers.
And so does actually get a favorable trade out of it after Angel going down in a blaze of glory. But no, this is what you said. If HellRaisers are very willing to play aggressively, it doesn't really matter when in a round or what kind of a round it is. They're just willing to put on the pressure on the T side. E-Frag getting caught out eventually. Very passive hold here from HellRaisers. Just going to let Spy Leader walk up. The rest of his team, though, stuck in apps. And, well, Quest going to find Spy Leader. Bomb still in apps, though, and here we go. Final stand for E-Frag. Not working out too well. Only Victor left, and he's going to be taken down by Oscar.
That's the second pistol round. Also going the way of HellRaisers in this map, so it's 2 out of 2 for them. Let's see what the approach is going to be like for E-Frag. I think we're definitely going to see a buy round here. Stick 9s across the board and a smoke and a flash, so it's going to be interesting to see what they think they'll be able to achieve with these utilities.
Yeah. Well, HellRaisers probably feeling pretty good about the start they got into here. And, well, judging from their last couple of games on Inferno, they have had a very strong CT side, including a 14-1 versus Ancient. So, nothing to scoff at. So, even though we know that E-Frag's T side is usually very, very good, you're going to have to go up against a pretty solid CT side as well.
It's going to be an A push coming in from apps and from middle. Attacking that quad, attacking pit, but Oscar's going to get the first one. Stico to follow up, but Victor is going to get a trade before Stico takes him down. Oh, it falls apart one by one for E-Frag right now. It's going to be Bubble, the last man. He gets a FAMAS. He has 4 CTs to worry about. Gets one, though. It's a start, I guess, but the bomb is down in the pit.
That's the real big problem right now, because pretty much to be able to get to that bomb, he's going to have to remove 2 CTs.
Indeed. 50 seconds on the clock. 62 HP.
And seems like it's going to take the route around.
It's going to take some mistakes from the CTs for this to happen, really. I mean, if they take individual duels, sure, all right.
Yeah, definitely. And, well, as of right now, I guess if the HellRaisers members behind the pillar and pit is actually just going to stay put and watch towards quad, then they'll be all fine. But otherwise, it could be really tough for them to actually find the trade frag because of the passive positioning they have on Oscar on site.
Stico. That's going to be the first man to face, but he's going to get the frag as well, and that's going to be it. It's going to be 10-7 for HellRaisers. And a save round here for E-Frag. Doesn't work out that force buy all too well.
And so HellRaisers is actually saving quite a bit of money on not having to rebuy a lot of these weapons, and they're going to be able to hold on to these SMGs as well. So that bank is just getting stronger and stronger. And Oscar just going to go aggressive here up into CPL. He's actually going to spot one man, do some damage as well. Takes NKL down to 43 HP, but he doesn't spot the 2 first guys walking past, and that means Bubble and Dreamer, they're going to have more or less a free entrance into that T-Apps.
E-Frag is actually fully invested into this round as well, by the way. 6 guys and a couple of detonators, but it's going to be Angel to get the first kill. That happens in Banana. Pushed in, and Spy Leader's going to be down.
And right now, E-Frag not really seemingly having a plan for their round. They're just kind of walking about, hoping to find some frags. Not going to find anything at all. Dreamer's down to 4 HP. NKL falls to Oscar. And while the 2 remaining members of E-Frag not really having too much of a chance to actually getting anything done. And in this kind of a situation with the investment they made, they definitely need to get a bomb plant. But well, Oscar is not having any of it. Dreamer with the bomb, 4 HP, is stuck in apps. And Zero is thinking about actually moving behind him. Doesn't even need to, though, as Stico gets him through the wall.
What a throwaway round for E-Frag, really.
Yeah,
I mean, they may have had some kind of an initial plan, but then losing the first 2 guys, it was out the window, and that was pretty much it.
Well, again, this is one of the things that really irks us about E-Frag whenever we see them. The fact that they, instead of just taking that 1 eco round, which would have given them a buy round here in this situation with actually decent utility, they decide to do a force buy, and this time it doesn't work out.
In a row.
And it did work out versus Dignitas, but it's like we said, you live and die by the force buy, and this is how you get games out of control a lot of the time. And what a shot from
and
NKL
Victor.
there.
Oh, things opening up quite well because of the aggressiveness that HellRaisers is showing up. And pistols from E-Frag are doing a lot of work. Quick 5-on-3 in their favor.
Well, still though, not a lot of weaponry saved. They have picked up a UMP, but well, this time around they don't have any armor, so aim punch is going to be a nasty thing to deal with. It seems like they want to.
This is a nice choice from the CTs, by the way. Doubling up in pet.
Exactly, and well, this kind of a crossfire from HellRaisers have been working out really well whenever they've gone up against the buys of E-Frag up to this point.
Only risk right now is that the T's will go towards the arch and the city spawn, but it does not seem like that.
The bomb is also in apps all by itself. Oh wow. Dreamer and Spider are just gonna find 2 really quick frags, and that means Quest, he's gonna have to hold on to that Colt, and well, as soon as E-Frag stop force spying, all of a sudden they just find frags. Yeah,
of course they do.
It's off the back of 2 very, very good Deagle shots. One from Victor in apps, and then the shot through smoke and banana on NKL.
Yeah.
Well,
NKL's gonna have a hard
not
time.
done yet.
Yeah, NKL. Another Deagle headshot. Stop things, and well, the round that wasn't supposed to go where E-Frag eventually does.
Now this was supposed to be the easy one for HellRaisers after battling through all of those force buys.
We keep jinxing those, I feel like.
Yeah, no, it definitely seems to be happening quite a bit. Well, in any case, it's going to be 8 rounds on the board for E-Frag, so they get their first round of the half. And well, HellRaisers get an AWP on Oscar. It's definitely going to be nice to have, but they don't really have too much utilities. A lot of flashbangs, but well, no Molotovs.
He's going to make his way into the bedroom. No, he's not going to have any backup, though. So, I like it when people have a crossfire over there, but being alone in that area might be a bit risky. On the other side of the map, yeah, Bubble's going to get a kill. He's getting a 2K, actually. That's pretty much going to open up things in Banana, but little does he know, Zero's going to be here, too, to make it a 3rd guy into B. Well, I know it's going to be 1 in B and 2 on A right now, and Stico might want to make a move in this situation as they are down in numbers, and now the CTs should try to force something. Try to get the next kill happen.
Seems like E-Frag slowly coming around to the idea that there is most likely just 1 guy on that B bomb site, and they have a ton of nades they can utilize here as well. They can drop, well, a molly back towards new boxes, smoke off spawn. Actually, they're going to run in with their back towards Zero. Well, not going to work out for NKL, but Bubble's there to reply, and that's his 3rd frag of the round.
Oh, the Dreamer is in the perfect position right now for this. Stico's going to go down. One of the 2 weapons left. He's gone. Oscar's half that off. He's going to try and save it, but might be a little bit tough.
Oscar's been fairly quiet in this game, at least with the AWP.
Well, still sitting at 16
and
11.
So just getting those frags every now and again in there definitely helps build it up, but we haven't seen that presence we wanted from
Impact hasn't
the
been
AWP.
as huge yet.
And we definitely could have seen it there in a round where HellRaisers just actually go down 2 men to 5, well, 3 to 5. Having Oscar there potentially getting an aggressive pick, that could definitely do things. He's going to pick up Spy Leader after the timer runs out or after the bomb goes off, and it's going to be able to hold on to that AWP. So now we saw what happened when they decided to invest in an AWP on Oscar on Cash. Just being that solo guy with an AWP, and he managed to pick up 3 rounds, and eventually HellRaisers won that round. Could be the similar scenario now. I would assume with the spawn that Oscar has that he's going to go in the aggressive to try to find an early pick.
And this is HellRaisers on a force buy here. About credit pistols, armors, and they have that AWP on Oscar. He needs to be the one to initiate some plays here. He's actually going to force something here middle. Oh, had an opportunity to get Bubble, but Bubble just too fast. And too furious, I guess.
Bubble's having a great game once again. He was by far the best player on E-Frag during their semifinals, and closing in on that 20 frags already this early into the game.
Yeah. Yes, definitely been an instrumental part of E-Frag doing as well as they have so far in the tournament. And they're just getting closer and closer here. This time around, though, but it's HellRaisers have taken over Banana. They are taking some ground off here from E-Frag to make things harder, as they are on a force buy, something we wanted E-Frag to do when they were force buying, but never did.
And somewhat surprisingly, nobody from HellRaisers have actually tried to get that op that dropped in middle from Oscar. I'm kind of too afraid to move about here. E-Frag, they're going to get all the space in the world to actually move up towards A here, and it's going to be on 0. He's going to need to hit some crazy shots. If he can get both of these guys in apps, that could create a lot of tension. He's going to find one, not going to find the second, though. Dreamer and Spy Leader doing quick work of the A defense, and, well, Angel and Quest, you guys are going to have to wait for another day. They still have armor, so definitely something worth saving, but I think Quest got spotted there.
And this all is getting quite close now. All off of the eco round that E-Frag won earlier. It's going to be an 11-10 scoreline, and HellRaisers being pretty much broke. They'll have to save. And then we're probably going to be looking at a 11-11 scoreline, all square.
Oh. So E-Frag's T side definitely getting off to a better start than their CT side.
It's been sort of a reverse situation where we had HellRaisers win the 3 first in a row, and then the opposite on this time. E-Frag is on a roll of their own.
And that's definitely good. Got to be able to build up some bank. You can see Bubble already sitting on 10k, and that's after buying. Well, I guess he's going to buy up a couple of nades, so he might pick under that 10k mark, but still very, very healthy for the E-Frag guys. And as you mentioned, it's going to be an eco coming in from HellRaisers. They're going to buy 3 nades here, so assuming they're just going to stack his sight, chuck nades down, and probably going to be towards middle here. There we go. 2 nades go. And, well, very aggressive play coming in from HellRaisers. Oscar does find Bubble. So far, it's a 1-for-1 trade, but there comes E-Frag in from second mid as Zero takes the head off of NKL. Still a favorable situation for E-Frag here, even though things are pretty chaotic. Stico going to try to do his best to take down Dreamer with that USP. Not going to happen, though. And E-Frag back to even heal with HellRaisers.
And now HellRaisers do have the means to buy again. We have an op again on Oscar. And pretty much all the utility they'll need. On the other hand, the bank for E-Frag is already picked up and is in a very favorable situation for them. So they're not going to be ecoing anytime soon. Having to anyway.
And Oscar going banana this time. See if he can find an early frag. It's going to be Molotovs and nades flying everywhere here, but not well enough placed actually to chase Oscar away. But that doesn't really matter when you hit shots like that. But this also might give them a sense of false security here. Well, they are actually going to Molotov out Angel. But they might just think it's Angel alone here.
Yeah. Manages to pick up the op, Angel. Seems like he is willing to try and force a play, but in the meanwhile, E-Frag guys have already bailed from Banana, and they're on their way to middle.
And again, the 2 remaining defenders on that A bomb site favoring the pit area. And once again, we're going to have a similar scenario where there's going to be one guy towards apps here from E-Frag, and pretty much the rest of the side walking around from Arch.
It's a good trade there. That's going to favor the T's for sure. Stico is in apps with Dreamer. They are
Just going to hang
right
out
next to one another. Oh, and that's going to work out great for Stico in that smoke. It becomes a 3-on-3 in this situation. The bomb's going to get planted in KL. This guy, he could be a serious issue here for HellRaisers, but Angel is, you know, he's not going to peek. He's going to get blinded, and oh, the trade's eventually just going to go in the favor of Spy Leader there.
And Quest 1 still not having fully rotated. It's going to be very late to the site. And well, he's going to have a tough time dealing with that crossfire coming in from E-Frag. And, well, E-Frag finally in the lead.
How is that an awkward situation? NKL in such a perfect position, then gets blinded, starts shooting.
And everybody ignores him.
Yeah, Spy Leader comes into the action once the CTs turn around to try and kill NKL. So that flash kind of helped them out.
Yeah, in a weird way.
Yeah.
I was actually surprised that, well, whoever was coming through from apps, from HellRaisers, didn't actually notice where the shots were coming from. And finished NKL easily, but aggressive push coming in from HellRaisers, and they have 4 spot. Angel gonna find the first frag onto NKL, so already pressure on the map. This is gonna disturb E-Frag, and this is what we said a lot of the time. People just give E-Frag the room to breathe with and set up for their executes. And that's when they get really tough to play versus. But as of right now, man advantage, HellRaisers.
Yeah, as things are slowing down so far. And there is a smoke that's been down in Banana, so that means E-Frag probably thinks that there's a heavy presence from the CTs in Banana. In fact, there's nobody there. Both of the B players are inside the site.
Yeah, they've been boosted up. And well, Angel just kind of looking into the roof to avoid potential flashes here. And well, that's going to come in handy because the rest of E-Frag is moving towards B. And they do have a ton of smokes here. The thing is, though, if Victor decides to use this Molotov for the Orange's position, then he can very easily remove Angel as well. But they're just going to go in here straight up. Angel finds 1, finds 2. Quest has already gone down, though, and well, that means as soon as Angel falls, the bomb is going to be in control, and well, the bomb spot is going to be in control of E-Frag, but still, it's a 2v3 situation, and they're going to have to get the bomb down.
Yeah, that took a bit of time to get the bomb down, helping the rotation to get up close. And now it is going to be a 3-on or 2-on-3 from E-Frag's point of view. They have the bit of a crossfire here.
No Molotovs on HellRaisers to well, force anyone out. They're going to smoke off coils to move up on the floor side. Psycho all alone, and this is very disjointed coming in from HellRaisers, but Oscar's still alive. They know where Spy Leader is.
Oh, when Oscar gets that kill, does he find a kit? I think he does. No kit. Does he have to save? That's going to be E-Frag picking up the round. Oh, what a job done there by the duo to win it. Dramatic end to a round.
Victor taunting a little bit there.
Oh, yeah.
They're definitely feeling it. Yeah, E-Frag are a pretty loud team once they get the ball rolling.
Now we have a tactical pause coming in from HellRaisers. That must be frustrating that what just happened there. It might be a good time to cool down a little bit.
And this is what happens when you get into rounds where you have to force Spy. But
Bubble,
again,
Spy Leader, massive 2-on-3 situation. Spy Leader managing to waste enough time from Oscar, who cannot find a kit in time and to defuse the bomb.
The problem it really is that, well, HellRaisers, that retake is just very, very spread out. So, well, Stico more or less runs in alone. No option for HellRaisers to actually get a trade from it. Zero kind of does the same thing as well. So it's all on Oscar to pick up individual frags. And if they do that together, obviously might not result in a win given how they didn't have defuse kits, but still it's going to give them a better chance.
Yep, that would be a smart time for HellRaisers. Just save this one here. Maybe upgrade pistols, 6 more there, and buy smokes. Make sure you'll have a full buy in the following round. Economy for E-Frag is already out of control. They're not going to be
going ever again.
Exactly. They won't have that issue. So HellRaisers needs to think of the big picture here and just let it slide into a potential 14-11 and then have a full buy and apply pressure.
What's really impressive from E-Frag is the fact that, well, they're doing this without their usual suspects being, well, doing the heavy lifting here. Both Dreamer and Victor having fairly quiet games for them being, but, you know, Bubble definitely showing that he can be a pretty crazy fragger as well. He had an absolutely insane semifinals and hasn't lost form at all. And Spy Leader, I guess, being the surprise at the top towards the scoreboard. Been really well so far.
Yeah, it definitely has. And this scoreline is just the basis of the eco round. The one round that was supposed to go easily to HellRaisers never went there.
The one time E-Frag doesn't invest in a round.
And it all works out great. And it's now been 6 rounds in a row that's gone the way of E-Frag. So they have equaled the streak that HellRaisers managed to get in their sides.
Half, yeah. Well, I guess this is where we're going to see if the tides turn or not. Obviously, HellRaisers feeling the pressure, and after debating it, they're going to force Spy again. They're going to have nades, and they're actually going to have 2 kits on their end as well. So hopefully not going to relive that kind of situation, but going very aggressively in Banana. Angel all of a sudden down to 3 HP.
That was a money nade, apparently. It's going to be 3 CTs here in Banana. And E-Frag deciding to just take things easy. They deal a lot of damage into Angel, like we mentioned. He's going to be down to 3 HP, but that's almost going to be helpful down the line. Obviously, they don't know that exactly, but still, job done for them. Now, this time HellRaisers is smoking down all the way the banana to give less time for E-Frag to assemble if they want to go to B.
If there's one thing E-Frag is comfortable with, it is playing that slow game. So, well, in their eyes, this is probably just HellRaisers wasting utilities that they could use to actually hold off pushes. Yeah. Well, the flash for Banana is not really going to do anything, but Quest is going to give up this position. Does find Spy Leader, though. Actually, he's going to find a second frag as well onto Victor. So even though NKL trades that out, a very good trade.
Yeah, he's had a very quiet first map here, but that was a big 2K from Quest one.
Absolutely
going to help things going further. It seems like E-Frag is thinking about pushing this B bomb side right now.
Well, they do have 2 Molotovs, so they can basically burn out the entire left side of that bomb site. That's obviously going to make the job a lot easier once they decide to take it. And well, Smoke's going to go down and spawn. They're not going to use their Molotovs yet. And Angel's just lurking around that smoke. Bubble expects this, and now it's all on Zero. Needs to buy some time here for his teammates to rotate over. Actually, not going to do it. Oversteps his welcome, and Dreamer's got to punish him severely, and that means
2-on-2.
Easy bomb plant.
Yeah, and a 2-on-2. They're going to double up here. That could be interesting if Bubble manages to get a kill at least. That could be it, really.
Most likely, HellRaisers not going to expect this at all.
Bubble can take a duel. A fair duel happens.
They do have a kid on Oscar, so they still have the time here. And Oscar's going to find one he's not expecting. He's not expecting Dreamer to be there, but what does that matter?
No, you don't need to.
Cat-like reflexes.
When you're turning around and hitting shots like that, and there we go. That's going to make things slightly closer. It's going to be 13-12 here, but like we mentioned previously, so much money on E-Frag's side right now, so they're not worried when it comes to economy. On the other hand,
HellRaisers very much are.
They will have to be fully invested on this dropping weapons, and only Stico, the only one that has any money really left in this bank.
Yeah, Oscar has picked up an AWP, and he does have nades and everything. He might actually take this towards apps here. He hasn't really done much with the op so far in this game, and that's kind of what we expect to see of him. That massive impact. But decides against it. Just playing passively. So a different setup from HellRaisers altogether. Well, as I say that, it seems like Oscar is rotating around towards Arch there. And they've also just let one player alive in Banana, and that's going to be Quest.
Yep. It's going to be Lone Warrior here. The smoke is worn out from the Banana position too, so one doesn't have to rely on out-aiming the opponent. It's going to be tough if there's multiple opponents jumping from that angle, but seems to be like he feels it's going to favor him. But on the other hand, E-Frag, there's plenty of players in the apartments right now, but as I say that though, they're going to be falling back slightly. Still thinking about which way to go, but as it seems right now, it's going to be smoke on the right side, and it's going to be a push towards the Arch, and Oscar's going to open things up. And the kill number 1. Oh, and there's Angel as well. Chiming into it, Oscar and Angel just tearing this attack apart one by one.
And it's taking their turns as well.
Yeah, Dreamer is the only one alive here.
Well, not for long by the looks of it.
Oh yeah, he's getting spammed. He's getting taken out by Oscar, and 13-13.
Yeah, and
getting closer.
Finally, Oscar having an impact with the op, and almost instantly that results in a round win for HellRaisers. So that's definitely a good position to be in.
I feel like there wasn't enough flashes from the T side to, for that potential opera over there.
Well, E-Frag got a ton of nades that they just didn't use.
Felt like it was way too easy for Oscar to get those picks, but well, E-Frag does have some money still. We mentioned this previously, and look at this. It's going to be a brawl in Banana. Bobble all those things up. It's going to go for more, and that's going to be Angel down, but it's one more in B, and that's going to be Oscar with that up.
He's going to do something, have to do something magical here. He's going to have to buy a lot of time. Rotations are already coming through, but are E-Frag actually committing to this? No, they're backing off.
No, yeah, this is a big move here. They're going to be going to middle. And the only one on A right now is going to be Stico. It's going to be this pit, and he needs to really put work down. Oh, Dreamer is going to be a free kill there. Still staying alive now. He needs to buy more time, but it's going to go down by NKL. And so it will Zero go down to Spy Leader, so only Oscar left in a 104. So E-Frag answers in the right moment and gets back into it.
And that's going to be absolutely horrible for HellRaisers. They're going to get their economy reset. Oscar even missing that shot. And not really sure what HellRaisers wanted to do there. It seemed like Angel had the idea of doing the same aggressive push and banana that they've been doing for the last couple of CT rounds, but that wouldn't make sense if you have an Opera who's taking a passive angle like Oscar did.
Yeah, that was kind of weird, but well, E-Frag's going to say thank you and they'll run with it.
Yeah, absolutely. And well,
This is
force time for HellRaisers.
Yeah.
I don't know where Oscar is finding all of this money, but he seems to have an op every single time there's a force buy going on.
Seems like he gets it somewhere again. It's going to be aggressiveness in banana by the CTs, but Angel taking a ton of damage. He's down to 39 HP. Oh, a grenade. First one. It's not going to take too much damage over that. There's a smoke in front of the car, but they don't care. Spiley just going to come through. They're going to meet more here. Zero going to get a kill. We're going to get a second one.
And smoke goes down as well, so now E-Frag are going to have to go smoke diving. They do find one frag, but Zero's still alive at the back of the site. Now all he has to do is bide for time, and well, does the exact opposite. Goes out for peeking. Gets a little bit greedy, and Oscar is going to get zoned out. And this means it's probably going to be a pretty easy bomb plan unless Stiko can find something.
Oh, close, but no cigar for Stiko. Bomb is down. They're both smoked out right now, Oscar and Stiko. Need to wait a little bit before they get their chance, and it's going to be a tough one, except for the fact that there's a little bit lost HP for the E-Frag players. So
well, the big problem is that they don't have a diffuse kit here, so even if they find the frags,
oh, he's trying himself so badly. It's going to be down to Oscar, and he goes down as well. It's map point for E-Frag, 15-13, and absolutely no money for HellRaisers going into this round.
I think you need to bite the bullet there if you're HellRaisers. You're going up against the 2v3 retake. You don't have a diffuse kit. Time is already passed a lot because well, Oscar is actually being zoned out from the bomb site initially and then smoked out. So you don't really have a chance, even if you find the 3 frags, to actually defuse the bomb. But this Stiko actually, well, mistiming his own flash. Jumping over Wolves. There we go.
This mid push coming in from HellRaisers. They're going to open up with Stiko getting a kill. They're all over the place right now down in middle. And that's going to be the bomb already out for maps into that A side that is empty. But Stiko, oh, he's going to cut in there. He's going to get the kill. Another one. Oh my god, this is going around like in a way that no one expected it to. It's a 2-on-4 now.
Stiko definitely doesn't want to lose this. Picking up 3 on his own, and well, Victor, he did find Angel, but well, bombs dropped out on Plateau, and I'm not really sure what you're doing there, Stiko. You have the bomb. There's no reason in the world to actually push in there. Trying to get that AK is so greedy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that could potentially cost HellRaisers the round. And
the
subsequently map, yeah.
In the grand finals.
A lot riding on that. Well, still man advantage, still 3 alive, and Oscar, he has actually found an AK the safe way. He's going to be able to take out Victor. Now it's all NKL.
Flank 2, but Zero getting that kill. Stiko, what a massive round from him. And that middle banana push with 5-7s. All of them have 5-7s. Nothing more than that. Just works beautifully. And E-Frag gets a surprise totally. Now it becomes a 30-round game.
Yeah, absolutely stunning shooting from Stiko there, and I guess that might be why he went for that AK, feeling kind of invincible after those 3 first frags. But definitely sets us up team for a victory, even though he does make it a tiny bit too exciting for our own good.
It's a bit of an opportunity thrown away by E-Frag, but they still have plenty of money, so wasn't really impacting their buy going into this one. Just the opportunity that would got them for sure. Right now, we have 2 of the CTs in Banana playing quite aggressively. They have smoked it down all the way, but look at this. A bit of a wraparound to the middle to apartments from E-Frag, trying to see if there's anyone playing aggressive towards the boiler area, but none of the HellRaisers members are going to be found there, as Stiko and Zero are playing the pit area, and Oscar is playing Arch.
Once again, E-Frag just taking that merry time, and NKL's been tagged down to 16 HP. So a rough start for him into the round, and Angel's taking a bit of a passive set. I'm not really a big fan of this peak initially because, well, as soon as they come around that corner, you're either dead or hero, and if you're going down, you pretty much can't do anything to actually get some help from your teammates.
That's going to be Oscar opening things up. And it's going to start falling back into library as well, but great start for the CT. Zero is going to continue Let's see the quick 5-on-3 in favor of the CTs, and it's seeming quite imminent that we might be going to overtime.
Yeah.
It's up to NKL and Dreamer to do the job, and NKL down to 16 HP.
Oscar taking one for the team right there. Just knowing that the presence of the guy in Arch could be potentially deadly, sacrifices himself to get the kill. And one, it's all down to Dreamer, stuck in apps, bombs far away, and he's got 4 HellRaisers members to go through. It's not going to happen. So we're going to be going to overtime, similar to the first game in the second semifinals as well. So E-Frag, they definitely have some experience with this by now.
And they must be got it from the fact that they threw over in that 29th round.
Well, yeah, but the same
HellRaisers
token, the entire thing that started the run of E-Frag, no
true.
investment eco run from HellRaisers,
karma.
that has to be something that...
It's karma.
Yeah, exactly. What comes around goes around, but well, for now, it's going to be overtime.
Well, thinking it through, what's going on and how do we fix things in these situations that did not go in their favor.
I'm going to be curious to see if Oscar decides to actually pick up an op here now. Obviously.
Oh, most definitely he will.
Well, the thing is, well, that's obviously going to impact your economy and potentially put you in a horrible situation if you, as a CT, lose that first round and you're not able to save that weapon.
But we are getting the countdown, so it is map number 1, and it's already past the 30-round mark. We are going to overtime on Inferno. And E-Frag is going to continue on that T side. Let's see what Oscar buys. He's going to get that up. Yeah, he is investing into this quite heavily. I mean, considering how much impact he can have with it.
Yeah,
I think it's a
absolutely.
reasonable investment to make.
It is worth the risk for sure, but so far in this game, Oscar has pretty much had, well, the only impact he's had with the op come from a single round. No, he's going to go apartments actually, and he's going to play it aggressively as well.
Look at Oscar.
Yep.
Together with Stico all the way.
And meanwhile, his buddies in Banana, aggressive as always. Angel just looking for danger.
Yeah, it definitely is. And now this becomes a push. NKL's going to get one on the quest one. Angel's going to bail. Doesn't have enough smoke anymore because he threw that one away. So he's going to just do it old style, try to get the kills. But Victor to retaliate on the kill that NKL. Stopper, 0. He's just going to come in through the smoke. And it's going to be an all-out brawl once again.
Very chaotic round. And
Dreamer here. He's in a massive position, but Stico thinks otherwise. I think they know that both of the CTs are going to be Banana.
Yeah, no, they definitely should know by now. And what a nade.
Oh, Flash. Slider with an aggressive position. He's going to get the first goal, and the second one by Victor coming in. And that's going to be round number 1 in overtime, going the way of E-Frag.
Victor looking stone cold. No emotion. Well,
yeah.
E-Frag get off to a good start once again in an overtime round. And well, I'm not really sure if I'm a big fan of what HellRaisers are currently doing in Banana. Angel and Quest 1, they really haven't gotten a lot for their efforts in terms of being so aggressive. Well, E-Frag, they will definitely take advantage of that every single time.
The angles they took really is, especially Angel, I'm not really sure I agree with that.
Well, I guess Angel, by the time he actually has to move back on the side,
look at this.
Kind of
he goes up close to person. He's going to get the first 2 kills on the Victor and Spy Leader. Great opening, but
and there's Oscar to follow up as well.
NKL tries to help him up. Oh, Bubble's going to get a nice shot onto Oscar. And that might open things up. It's going to be a 0 on this site, but they need to get rid of him really, really fast. He's behind this little box, and he gets a kill on the Dreamer before Bubble gets onto him. That makes it into a 1-on-2 situation, and it favors HellRaisers right now. Oh, Angel with that up. Not going to have to do anything as Quest 1 is going to be the player to equalize this overtime into 1-1.
Yep, so they do get it back to even ground, and well, I think HellRaisers, they're probably going to need to get 2 rounds here on the CT side.
So they need to. They should do. I never know, though. I'm still really rattled by those rabbit chickens they've put in the game.
Yeah, they do look funky.
They jump and everything. They have bunny ears.
Oh, they're not human. Well, E-Frag, they're going to have plenty of money for that last round of the first half in overtime. And, well, with some swapping around, they're going to be able to get an op once again on Oscar and Angel as well. So I guess, yeah, they are changing things a tiny bit up in with how they're holding in Banana. With Angel picking up that one. And they're actually still playing 3 people towards that Banana area for now. And I would imagine they would rotate off as holding that A-bomb site by 2 It's a pretty difficult task, and well, most of the time if you're going to go 3 people banana, it's mainly to get that early control and then rotate people off. Here we go, smokes that in mid, and well, E-Frag, they're going to push up.
They are, and they're actually going to take that arch route through that smoke.
And that means they're going to run into Oscar eventually. And that's what happens. NKL goes down. So 4 on 5. Well, Siko's going to have to get into a new position. Great nade, and still taking a lot of damage here. Well, all of a sudden, in a matter of seconds, Victor and Bubble secure a man advantage here for E-Frag. And there we go, Bubble more or less securing the round. Quest 1 with only a FAMAS. Does have a kit, but no flashes, no Molotovs, no nothing really.
Yeah. Does pick up a flash from somewhere, but still 1 against 3. It's going to be a tall task to Quest 1. Going to be on that quad side coming in, and Victor's going to make sure he's not going to go any further than that. It's going to be a 2-1-1/2 for E-Frag. It's a, you could say, a successful T-half in overtime on Inferno.
And that's going to be big for them. Obviously, well, they had a bit of a spurt in that first half win on their CT side, but eventually it just kind of fell apart. Hopefully they're going to get into a similar mode where they start off well and basically won't be given the time to actually fall off.
Yeah.
Only need 2 rounds at this point. And well, it's a similar scenario as to what we saw versus Space Soldiers. 17-16. E-Frag looking poised. Not going to go for an op. And Oscar on the T side is.
Yep. Let's look at what the approach is going to be like from E-Frag on the CT side. If they're going to be pushing Banana or not. If they have not thrown a smoke all the way down in Banana. And they opt to just fall back. And so they're not going to be playing that aggressive push. Instead, giving up the room to HellRaisers to work with. I personally prefer to use the smoke for down Banana, just because that means that the T's just will have to spend more time and spend more utility in taking over the Banana.
Oh, well.
Victor,
the better part of that
edgy position he has, and he's going to get punished for it.
And that trade is going to take way too long to actually happen from Spy Leader, so Oscar's going to be able to find him as well. And that's the B bomb site in control for HellRaisers. The bomb is going to be slowly coming in from behind, and he could actually be picked off here by Bubble as he flashes himself through the smoke. Doesn't find it. Quest on his feet, and well, E-Frag just falling apart here. Only Dreamer left. He's by car and seat to spawn. Gonna move his way in towards Ruins. Well, not really much he can do in terms of actually winning the round, but maybe he can get some economic damage done. It's not gonna happen either. But I was about to say that for the better part of the regular half, well, first half, HellRaisers didn't find much success towards B. But then again, E-Frag used their nades earlier and didn't really ever let HellRaisers get into a situation like this where they can get free open peaks and just a duel versus duel.
Yeah, and also the positioning from Victor was kind of weird. You figure that he'd have, I mean, basically there's no backing off when you're there. It's fully commitment when you are right in front of that choke point into B, the entry to B. You'd think there's a guy in CT spawn that's instantly going to come in when there's any action, but it felt like it took a little bit too long for him to come into the occasion. And there we go. That was the B bombs that wiped out, and HellRaisers say thank you and get the first round of the second half in overtime to equalize it to 17-17. Remember, we're looking for the number 19. Whoever's first to 19 is going to win it.
That's pretty much the name of the game right now, and well, losing that first round on CT side is always going to be a bit hampering on your economy, and you can tell that from E-Frag right now, not really having tons of utility to work with.
And their money is wrecked.
And then, well, for now it's going to be perfectly fine, but it's very scary if they would actually lose this second round. It's going to mean that they're going to have to force with pistols to try to stay alive.
Indeed, and it seems like there's going to be a smoke coming into Banana from CTR's side. So it's going to be extra time wasted from HellRaisers before they could really make anything of it. But in the meanwhile, you have Stiko and Zero here in the apps, and they're waiting for any potential pushing from E-Frag. They're not getting any. So from the looks of things, it might be that the push is going to be going towards that A side with 40 seconds on the clock.
Yeah. Well, Angel and Quest and Banana haven't really been able to do what they set out to do, which is more or less keep 2 people on that B bomb site
Looks like a
for as
fake
long
is
as
gonna
possible.
Yeah, the fake is going to be happening here. That's what it seems like. A
And
B
now
fake.
they're actually drawing him over. So this is
Third guy going for bubble listen to spawn. That's going Origin. Great opening from Stiko. Oh, NKL. He needs to do a lot of work. He's gonna. Oh, he's not gonna get that kill onto
Oscar.
Oscar.
What a man.
There we go. Oh, bubble. Spy leader coming in. Angel's gonna be the last one. 5 seconds on the clock. 3 TDs to play against, and you can hear it. E-Frag are happy about it.
Well, E-Frag managing to, well, stabilize in the midst of all that chaos. Bubble rotating off towards B after Angel and Quest finally finally are able to actually make E-Frag wonder about what's going on. And even with that first frag going the way of HellRaisers, NKL is just able to buy time and, well, first off, get a great frag onto 0.
Yeah, indeed. Just a grenade going down Banana. Not going to make any damage, though. Victor. Meanwhile, there's Angel and Oscar here working their way towards Banana. Oscar working with that op once again. The other side of the map, not really much going on except for 0 at the stairs. Into Molotov into, I guess he's Molotoving the corridor instead of the bedroom, which is Molotov by someone else. Things just slowly progressing towards a decision-making time for the terrorists.
Oscar, as of right now, is kind of just hanging out in mid. He, very early on the T sides of HellRaisers, oftentimes went towards Banana to see if he could find anything. Not having much luck, though. They're rather passive, but like HellRaisers haven't really done anything at all. They haven't really checked the corner to this point, and there's only 40 seconds left in the round.
Bomb flash coming in. Bubble's going to have to fall back. Stiko is on the hunt. Angel's going to get the first kill. Stiko, Zero's going to follow up on that. It's going to be a B-split coming in. Victor, you need to do some massive work to be able to survive this. But it's going to go down to Angel. Well, it becomes a 5-on-2. Make that a 5-on-1. A 4-on-1 rather, with NKL being the last one remaining, and it looks as though we're going to be going to double overtime here in map number 1.
There you go.
There you
Gets
go.
dunked by the last nade from Stiko, and 18-18, nothing seeming to be seemingly separating these teams.
Well,
Well,
fair game.
and I mean, for just having saved their way into a double OT, HellRaisers do not look too pleased. Well, and as you can see, Quest is having a bit of a rough go of it. Hopefully he can get into thick of things and help out his team a little bit more. Right now, both teams actually having more success on their T side than their CT side.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a question of how long that lasts. Obviously now, HellRaisers are actually going to continue on that T side for the start of the second overtime. Well, apparently
Slight little break.
Yeah.
Nothing long, just
so one from HellRaisers have to restart CS apparently. Well, no. Now Oscar says no. No restart.
No restart CS. Okay.
Well,
there we
okay,
go.
well.
First one is gonna actually disconnect and come back. So be there a couple of minutes with us, and we will get back right into it. And it's of course double overtime that we're heading into. Nothing to separate these teams so far. It was 8-7s in the first and second halves, and now 3 apiece on the overtime.
Yeah. Impressive display from both teams, really. Able to pull up big frags and big moments.
You know, back in the day at CPL, they used to go change the map after like a third overtime. I remember a matchup between 3D and SK or something like that. First they were playing on Nuke, ended up being 3 overtimes, and whoops, they're gonna go CPL mill for the third overtime.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
Doesn't it?
Gotta love old rule sets.
Imagine if that was a thing today.
Oh, people would have been angry.
Then
I mean, then again, you come from an era where they played charges only, so.
Well, that's going down the memory lane. I would love that. That would be fun to see how that would actually work. In
Very
top
up-tempo
teams.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, some of the guys in the crowd having a bit of fun. Camera guy catching them off guard.
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. You got to be careful when there's cameras around, right?
Definitely.
Now, the game is live, so let's get right back into it. E-Frag, HellRaisers in overtime number 2. It's going to start, and E-Frag can continue on that CT side.
Yeah.
It's going to be an op once again on Oscar.
And a para on Angel?
Okay.
Or,
yeah.
Is he like, oh, guys, I just bought the wrong weapon.
Whoopsie.
Here's Zero, take this.
I don't know what to say.
No, that cannot be a part of the plan here. So Zero, you know, double OT and the land finals, gonna rock the para.
Let's go Magma.
Valve devs rejoicing everywhere. The Magma is finally viable.
There we go. He's going to make it into a work of art. It's only going to be Spy Leader here. He's going to get totally blinded and taken away by Stico. That's the B bomb site. Totally wide open.
Well, Zero, he does have enough bullets to go around there to free fire. So he's got that going for him. And, well, HellRaisers also have a bomb site for themselves. Well, I think actually being too excited about actually having that para, I forgot that he had the bomb because, well, there's no bomb plant yet. And all of E-Frag is already towards that B bomb site.
Okay,
finally goes down.
That's a bit of a hiccup for sure. And it's been made into a 4-4. It's Victor going to kill, and look at Zero. He's down to 16 HP, so it becomes quite doable here. There's a Molotov in play still for Bubble. That's going to go into the triple boxes, and Zero's going to be a world of hurt. It's going to go down to the Molotov as well. So here comes the final push. Rico is going to go down to Bubble. And so is Quest1. Leaving just for Angel alone against 4 remaining CTs. He's going to get smoked off. The bomb's going to get diffused. Well, he's trying to save the situation with the Molotov, but it's way too late into it. And that was kind of awkward. I suppose there was had to be some kind of a disconnect in Zero's brain there.
Well, I think a lot of things disconnected on HellRaisers' side there. First off, when you buy a para.
Yeah. Well,
and the OT.
That's a first.
Sadly, we didn't get to see the infamous para ace happening. And, well, yeah, no, definitely Zero forgetting pretty much that he has the bomb plant after HellRaisers get into that bomb site almost immediately. That would have done so much for them because the rotation time is definitely going to play a part in how E-Frag, like how much time they have left is going to play a part in how E-Frag takes that.
You attack the right bomb site that only has 1 CT. You get him right away. Then you forget to plant the bomb. Put that in the record books. Now, we've already started the fragging here. It is a 4-on-4 situation. Victor and Angel from each team respectively going down. Creates a 4-on-4 situation. Then, like I often tell you, that means it's going to favor those terrorists more often than not because there's always going to be obviously a hole in some part of the defense more than if they were 5 CTs.
Well, it's a 4v4 situation here, and HellRaisers, they're slowly working their way up mid. And ooh, there's going to be a clash here. Quest actually is the quickest one to react to NKL, walking through that smoke. And, well, only 2 members left on A bombs, and you can see the rotation coming in from Spy Leader already. No, I mean, well, not Spy Leader, actually. It's going to be Bubble. Well, Spy Leader needs to come up big. He's actually going to get taken out by Stico, and then Bubble is there to immediately trade. But a 2v1 situation. Zero has very little HP, though.
Indeed, he does. And he's going to go into pin. Oscar, perfect angle for this. Bumble just makes, Oscar takes that scope off in the wrong time. And Bubble's going to go down eventually anyway by 0. And that kill, and they're going to equal on the 19-19. One apiece on the second overtime.
Well, so HellRaisers managing to get back into things. Not really sure what NKL wanted to do there. Had to push through the smoke if he was looking for information or just trying to get lucky. In any case, though, it doesn't work out, and it gives HellRaisers the freedom in that round to actually push through and put the 2 remaining players from E-Frag in a really awkward situation. Now, early pressure towards Banana from HellRaisers. 4 players kind of hanging about there. 3 of them are going to push further up. Well, luckily for E-Frag, they won the first round as a CT, so money is not an issue for them at this point. And looks like Angel's setting up for a bit of a pop flash here. This is similar to what they did in the first round. And here we go. Well, Spy Leader's going to find the first 2. Excellent shooting behind the smokes. And, well, now it's just a bit of a mow down. Stico has made it through, but E-Frag is aware of it. Victor not going to get the frag, though. Spy Leader still standing tall on the bomb site with 3 kills to his name. Just gonna find the timing as well on Stiko, so now it's all down to Oscar.
He's going to have to go super massive here, but I don't think he's going to get that opportunity. Oh, going to shoot through that ledge to Bubbles. I'm going to go down instead. He's going to get that kill, and it's going to be 2019. E-Frag, well, both teams are looking for that 22 mark this time around, and E-Frag is 1 round closer to achieving it as they pick up the rounds, more rounds on that CT side, 2-1.
So I'm just waiting for the teams to ready up here, and then we should get going with HellRaisers trying their luck on their CT side, and well, so far, E-Frag putting the pressure on with actually being the first team to get 2 rounds on the CT side.
Slight break here before we continue again. Teams are discussing strategy right now, how do we approach this half.
And eventually it's going to be pretty tough to figure out what to do because, well, when you've played this many rounds on one side, it's pretty tough to actually figure out what you're supposed to do.
That's true, yeah. You sort of just have to improvise at some point.
Yeah, and
maybe take something out of your opponent's playbook, like for example,
these guys did this.
In E-Frag's case, you'll think, all right, let's do the 3 from apps push that HellRaisers did. Try to surprise the opponents off guard.
Yeah, could very well be. And well, again, starting off the second half of this OT, E-Frag in the lead, only in need of 2 rounds here to close it out and get us onto the next map. Well, HellRaisers, they're going to do everything in their power, and for a second there I thought HellRaisers were going to do the same double push through apps that they did previously with Oscar and Stiko, but it's only going to be the lone warrior and Stiko here in bedroom, and he might be in for a bit of a nasty surprise if E-Frag do this thoroughly.
Yeah, Stiko. Connect. No, Spy Leader comes out on top from that duel. And there was all the opportunities for Stiko to have that, but it doesn't work. Oscar, he's going to hit on NKL, but go down by Victor. Who's being traded, becomes a 3-on-2. Favors E-Frag right now. They have the bomb side under control as well.
Zero does find the head of Victor, but doesn't get the kill, and that means Quest all alone in the world, and he's going to take a nade to the face as well. Good job from Dreamer, and that's already E-Frag securing, in worst case scenario, another overtime.
Yeah, so they're looking for 1 more round to close out here on Inferno. It's been an epic battle with these 2 teams so far. See if we see the end of it in this round or the following round. So it's going to be double offs from CT's Oscar and Angel both.
Yeah, so Angel taking that towards Banana. Find that first frag. Doesn't find anything. Takes minor damage though from the Molotov, and he's gonna try his luck once more.
Yeah, a weak peek and get punished for it by Bubble. It's gonna be entry going the way of E-Frag, and that's 1 step closer to winning this map on this round.
And they're definitely just gonna take their time off of this. No, Quest One is gonna have to get some sort of backup. And he has already. Gonna put that in the smoke just to kind of delay things. Well, I don't think E-Frag is going to be afraid of actually running through the smoke. Yeah, here we go. Flash comes in, but Quest finds 2. May get 3, does! And Bubble, well, finds the frag onto Quest One, but Zero there instantly to reply. And all of a sudden, what looked like a horrible start for for HellRaisers is turned around in a matter of seconds, and the bomb is dropped. Oscar is there to find Dreamer, and well, Quest has been having a bit of a lackluster game up to this point, but if you can have impact frags like that, it's not really an issue. Yeah, this is where it matters the most.
Amazing play from Quest One, it has to be said. I mean, throughout the map, he's not really been that huge. He's had some impact frags here and there, but this play could have been the saving grace on this round as E-Frag, had they been able to get that kill right away. Would have been a very, very hard prospect of releasing that B bomb side. Now we are on the very last round of the second overtime. And there's been some pressure applied in Banana once again. Spy Leader, but he's going to be facing a couple of CTs. Angel's going to get that first kill. And Quest One's going to get the second one. So a quick 5-on-3 favoring HellRaisers.
And I'm just always afraid when I see what's going on with Angel and Banana there.
And Oscar is also chiming in.
And this is very much looking like a third overtime to start the first map of this finals. Great nade.
Oh, and there we go. Just going to be NKL left now in a 1-on-5. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very close. Supposed to be in a triple overtime in map number 1. 7 HP left here, NKL. He's going to go down by 0. And we do have a triple overtime.
Triple overtime to start off the
Don't
finals.
you just love it?
It's brilliant. And Spiley, you're asking actually how much HP the two guys in Banana had. It was combined HP of 15. You know, well, things go in the way of HellRaisers that time around.
That was more than enough then, right?
Yeah, well, to be fair, you only need 1 HP to win everything. But, well, nothing can really separate these two teams, so they're just mirroring each other. First, well, pretty much first overtime we had. Both teams get 2 T rounds. Second one, both get 2 CT rounds, and now we're back to getting 2.
Bet you now both get 3 CT rounds.
Yeah, it's going to happen. Eventually, we're going to go through all of these scenarios. Well, clock's counting down. We're going to get live with the third overtime. This is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, well, I was part of the world record we did in the PGL minor. It was something ridiculous, like 70-something rounds. But the game ended up being, I think it was max rounds 5 overtime.
I don't know, that would probably help a tiny bit. If we get to those kind of numbers, I think we might have to play out the rest of the finals tomorrow because we're going to be here for a while. Well, in any case, HellRaisers do get to start on that CT side now. And E-Frag, well, nothing new on their side either. They're just going to take their time, probably slowly move towards getting apps and mid control here. And once again, Angel and Quest hanging out in Banana. Actually, Quest is going to rotate off and leave one man alone, and that's going to be Angel in a very exposed position, but he feels confident here. And Oscar scouring down middle, while the 2 others in, well, I guess pretty typical fashion are playing around that pit area like they've been doing. They haven't really had anyone forward in quad for, well, pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, things are starting off really, really slow here. It's just the furthest, or the closest to a bomb site is Streamer right now. He's just hanging around at the apps, and seems like the E-Frag team is gathering both towards middle and towards Banana to make some kind of a play. The bomb is still down in middle, so it looks as though it is going to be that A side with 3 CTs holding it. One on balcony.
They're going to go down arch here. So same strategy as before.
He's not going to connect on those 2 first shots he has. It's an opportunity lost. Oh, but he's going to get the 3rd shot onto Spy Leader. Oh, and get another one with Victor. Massive start from Oscar to help things off. And here comes the push from the T's on quad. It's going to favor the CTs, the Stico and Quest 1 getting those kills. HellRaisers up 1-0 on the 3rd overtime.
Oh, very well done. And, well, E-Frag kind of shying away from actually committing to Arch there, just sending 2 people, and well, it's not going to be enough. And they get bogged down with not having created any rotations at all from site and have a really hard time getting onto the bomb site there. So E-Frag finally starting off at a deficit. They've been getting off to hot starts so far in these overtimes. Now it's finally HellRaisers setting the tempo. Oh, wow. Speaking of setting up the tempo, look at the pace from E-Frag. They're just straight up gunning out towards Banana, but there's Zero with a quick rotation. Will get taken out by Bubble, though, so B-Bombset still in control of E-Frag. And only Oscar nearby here.
He makes himself known there, making a shot. Hitting anything, though. Still smoke in middle, too, so that's going to make it hard for Stico to have an impact. As I say that, though, the smoke is just gone. Stico also has having a smoke. He's going to smoke off Banana. It's going to isolate one of the T's out of the equation. Smoke's coming out left and right. It's going to be Oscar coming through the foils area. He's going to get one on the Spy Leader. But things are getting tough because the time is about to run out. But Oscar with another nutty shot.
He's going to hold that defuse, and that's going to get Dreamer to move forward, and Stico does what he needs to do. And Oscar.
Massive plays from Oscar, has to be said. When the pressure is high, Oscar comes into action.
Definitely
and really
stepping
connects.
up.
Yeah,
And
connects on
fine.
those bullets.
And more and more, well, the later on we get into the game, the bigger and bigger impact he's having with that
yeah.
op.
Oh yeah, 42, 1 and 25 is not too shabby of a scoreline.
No, not shabby at all. And we'll bubble. He's right on his heels with 39. Well, that's 2 rounds in a row for HellRaisers. And luckily for E-Frag, they're on the T side, so they're going to be able to afford another buy, especially with the bomb plant coming in. And well, an auto sniper on Angel. He's literally just picking up every weapon in the book here. But it doesn't really change his playstyle. He's still going aggressively.
Yeah, he meets a chicken rabbit on his way there too.
Well, it's pretty much, well, this game kind of feels like it's 3 things certain in life: death, taxes, and Angel going aggressive in banana. Well, E-Frag just taking control over E-Apps here. I haven't really given any clear signs as to what they want to do just yet.
Yeah, very slow approach. 105 left on the round. Still pondering their options as E-Frag here. This could very well be that 3-0 CT sign I was still discussing about prior to this round, overtime number 3, but now Angel, he could actually be a massive part of this with the auto sniper. If the timing is right, it's going to get the first kill, not the second one. Bubble to retaliate on it. And that is the B bomb site clear. Obviously, the T's don't know that at this point. Well, they do make their way over, but the bomb, it's nowhere to be found on that side. It's going to go on the A side. Bubble, on the other hand, getting a kill onto Oscar, and that's going to make Zero already onto rotation. Stiko, he's going to spot the bomb now. Things are getting dicey for Victor. He's going to have to fall back. He's going to try and go into that B bomb site.
At 25 seconds, and well, if Quest had stayed alive, he could have potentially just gone for
What is this?
Victor as soon as he makes his way towards banana, but well, not going to happen. Stiko, he's going to get caught out by NKL here, not expecting it. Well, E-Frag do get down one very necessary round. You see NKL just breathing a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, and that could have been all over had Victor kind down in quad. And Stiko got the first kill, but then Victor still having the bomb, managing to bail from the situation and taking it towards B.
Victor looks so not amused.
He never is. Like, he's always, seems like, you know.
He's out for blood.
Yeah, not happy.
I'm definitely not happy.
I don't think I've seen him smile.
I think I actually did at APM once upon a time. Long time ago.
Had he had any beer?
That could have been factored into the equation.
Right, okay.
Well, E-Frag do get that one round as said. It's going to be very important going into it next. And there we have Victor, not happy.
Well,
Probably would have liked to have more rounds coming off that T side, really. Well, seems like we're ready to go again. Countdown has begun. And now it's going to be all about HellRaisers. And if they can get those 2 rounds needed to close this game out. The magic number is 25 now. And for E-Frag, well, they need to have a spectacular CT half to stay in this.
Indeed. 3-0, the big 3-0 is what they're looking for. 2 is well and enough for HellRaisers on that T side.
And, well, Zero does have 5.8 left, but doesn't buy up more nades. So I guess they have a very set strategy in mind here as to what they want to do. So it feels like he doesn't need to actually invest into more. Feels a little bit greedy, and this time around, actually, E-Frag finally going to show some presence out in banana. They haven't done this all that much.
Indeed.
It's predominantly been just throwing 2 nades down and then backing off
Angel.
and relying on smokes.
Yeah, he's going to try to force a play here. He's going to go in. He's going to get the first one, and a lot of damage done into Bubble as well. Well, he's 45 HP at this point. And it might be another apps push coming in. NKL, he's going to have to go big here. Here's the push coming in. The first guy jumping into quad. Quest 1 going down, but Oscar to retaliate. And then Dreamer at car. He's going to get the next kill and get the other one as well. Leaving the Stiko alone. And Dreamer, huge plays. Only the bomb carrier in the end. And that's going to equalize the scoreline. One step closer.
Yeah. One step closer indeed. Oh, well, it's definitely the start E-Frag needed. Being on that CT side, don't want to go down in the first round and potentially risk having bad economy. HellRaisers side, though, they started off that round so well. Getting a trade like that from Angel is definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Actually doing pretty nice damage to Bubble as well, as you mentioned. But nobody else could find anything of value, and Dreamer doing an amazing job from pit there.
Angel already quite far into banana. Just trying to making damage to Spy Leader, who was, well, he was behind that wall, so those bullets were not going through, and things are quite slow to begin with. But banana control has been established by HellRaisers, so it does give options for them. They can just straight up have a B execute, or maybe even fake a B to go to A.
Again, both of these teams being fairly slow on their T sides, just waiting out, suspecting the other side to pretty much play aggressively every single round. Though it hasn't happened much in HellRaisers. They're gonna get mid control, and they've already pushed up Oscar here. This is a dangerous game Dreamer is playing, because Oscar is on point with those tiny angles. And actually, HellRaisers are gonna back off. Apparently something has tickled the senses of the Angel, so he's calling for everyone to come over here. But they have a bit of a stack here on the side of E-Frag. First frag goes to Victor. Actually going to be able to pick up 2 here, but where's the rest of the team from HellRaisers? Not moving quickly enough, but there we go. Oscar and Quest doing work, and they're going to get the bomb plant down as well. I'm going to smoke off coils. It's going to be tough to get the rotation through Ruins here, unless he decides to just really risk it through the smoke, and that's not going to happen. So have one guy in Banana to hold off that backstab. It's going to be 0.
Yeah, this is a big kill, and he gets it too, and KL goes down. It's all on Dreamer and Bubble to come in. Bubble. Gonna be a coils. Oscar taking out Dreamer. Now it's all on the Bubble. Alright, not gonna make it happen. Quashman getting it, and it's gonna be 23-23. Last round, well, 23-24 rather. So one more round for HellRaisers. And they're gonna win map number 1. One more round for E-Frag, and we're going to be looking at another overtime.
Yeah, that could definitely happen here. Well,
anything's possible.
Quest has definitely stepped up his game here in the overtimes, though. Starting to rack up a couple of frags, and it feels like he's gotten pro pretty much.
Look at this push coming in from E-Frag. Is it going to work or not? That's the question. Trade kills 3-on-3 now. Spy Leader and Banana alone, while Dreamer and NKL are playing A. NKL apps and Dreamer on hard side, but that was an interesting and explosive way to start a round.
Definitely, and you talked about it taking a page out of your opponent's book. This is what HellRaisers did a couple of rounds. Well, able to catch both teams by surprise, but HellRaisers do get that even trade, so yeah, have the advantage going further here. Stico, though, is tagged down to roughly half HP. Just not going to make it easy. NKL is about to have a bit of an altercation here. Oh, what? As I say that, HellRaisers back off at the very right moment. Well, nothing's going to come of it yet. HellRaisers seeming to wanting to go towards that B bomb site, which is not a bad idea. Normally, in a situation like this, you will only have one defender towards B, but last time they tried this, Spy Leader did pretty well for himself as the sole defender. Yeah. Problem now is that, it's only got 2 flashes, no Molotovs or smokes to actually aid him.
Exactly, so
ton of nades on the side of HellRaisers as well. But look at the backstab here.
Yeah, it's coming in already. NKL's on its way, so Intel is there. Oh, Spy Leader's not going to get anything out of it, so it becomes a 3-on-2. The bomb's going to go down in just a moment's time, and NKL's flank, though, they have no idea, so this could be huge. He gets the first kill on the Angel. To even things up, it's a 2-on-2. Stico over and
very forward position from Stico. He could easily get trapped. I don't like this position at all from him.
Very ballsy.
Needs to hit his shots right now.
Oh, make or break kind of a positioning right now.
And Smoke is going to fade from spawn as well in pretty short time.
Oh no, it's not going to work out great for him. Zero also is going to get 1 kill, but 10 HP left, and Dreamer with 100 HP. It's going to be very tough for Zero to make it happen. Oh, is he going to have time to defuse?
That's the big question right now.
Oh, it's very close. Is it going to happen or not? It's not going to have time. E-Frag. HellRaisers wins map number 1.
What a game.
There we go. What a game. It took 3 overtimes on map number 1 to separate these 2 teams, but we finally have a winner. And it's going to be HellRaisers. What a way.
And look at the face of Stico. He's just happy to have that over and done with. And you'd think they'd pretty much closed out the entire finals, but still 1 more map left to go. Absolutely insane start to this final, and well, that was only the first map. We're gonna have
more of that happening.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be Dust 2.
Oh yeah.
And well, we know HellRaisers can play it, and we also know that E-Frag knows how to play it as well. So bodes well going into the next round. And well, I think the teams are going to need a bit of a breather after
definitely.
that, and I think we do as well. So we're going to head to a tiny commercial
Teeny
break.
whiny.
Yeah, it might be around 5 minutes, and then we'll be back with map 2.